You're not stuck. You're programmed. And the code you're running wasn't written by you. I reclaim my time and energy and space. Comment below and share what you're currently letting go of. Welcome today. We're going to reveal exactly how to reprogram your mind. Not just to survive, but to create the life you've been visualizing, dreaming, and sensing is meant for you. Because here's the truth. Your current reality is the projection of your subconscious blueprint. If it's not changing, it means the internal architecture hasn't changed either. And no one talks about how to rebuild that system from within. This isn't some surface-level motivation. This is deep reprogramming. Because the way to change your external world isn't by forcing your environment. It's by brainwashing yourself back into alignment. Let's begin with a foundational truth. Your brain is a pattern recognition machine. Whatever it's been exposed to repeatedly, trauma, fear, limitation, shame, noise, it records as safe, even if it's destructive. That's why you keep repeating the same loops. That's why even when you try something new, you often sabotage yourself or fall back into old cycles. And this is where most people stay stuck. They try to create a new life with the same mindset that created their old one. But once you realize that your mind is programmable, everything changes. Brainwashing, in its truest form, simply means repeating ideas until they embed deep enough to shift your emotional responses, your perceptions, and eventually your entire identity. This isn't manipulation. This is mastery. Let's decode how this works. Your subconscious mind controls 95% of your daily behaviors. You don't think, you respond. You don't choose, you repeat. So if you want to change your life, you must bypass conscious thinking and start seeding new beliefs at the subconscious level. Here's how to do it. 1. Identify the dominant story that's been running you. What do you believe about success, money, love, power, worthiness? If it's filled with guilt, fear, scarcity, or confusion, that's the code you've been unconsciously projecting. Become ruthlessly honest about these hidden narratives. Write them down. Say them out loud. Shine light on them. Because when you expose the lie, you weaken its grip. 2. Replace the old with exact, emotionally charged new commands. Don't just say, "I'm successful." Say, "I am a master of my energy. I generate wealth, love, and power from my internal state. I am a frequency, not a product of circumstance." And then repeat. Morning, night, in trance, during silence, after workouts, in your mirror. Let it become real. 3. Add ritual and repetition. Reprogramming only works when your mind is in a receptive state. That means when your brain is in theta. The deep, slow waves just after waking and before sleeping. Use this window to repeat your affirmations. This is where the brain is most suggestible. And this is where the self-hypnosis begins. We're not done. Because changing your self-talk is just the beginning. Next, we have to dive into the emotional reset and the environmental detox. Because unless your surroundings and your emotional memory match your new programming, you'll keep slipping. But here's the good news. Once your inner narrative becomes aligned with your highest vision, the outer world must conform. It's law. Let's now step into the second phase, emotional reset. You see, words without emotional charge are just noise. Your subconscious doesn't speak language, it speaks vibration. So if you're trying to reprogram yourself by saying new affirmations, but still carrying the emotional memory of fear, betrayal, and failure, your inner world won't shift. We have to interrupt the emotional signals that keep triggering the old identity. And here's how you start. Pattern disruption. Catch the emotion before it pulls you back. When you feel that familiar wave, the self-doubt, the resistance, the fear, pause. Breathe. Say out loud, "This is the past. I'm not available for this frequency anymore." Don't suppress it. Interrupt it. This breaks the loop. Then, immediately replace it with your new identity's energy. Move your body. Play the sound of your future. Close your eyes and feel how the version of you who already lives your dream life would respond in this exact moment. Act as if. Feel as if. Speak as if. You are not faking it. You are tuning into the field of possibility that always existed. And here's the truth that breaks the matrix. Your future already exists. It is your frequency that chooses whether you step into it or not. Now, let's talk about environmental detox, because your surroundings are feeding your subconscious at every moment. Who are you talking to daily? What are you watching? What do your spaces look and feel like? Everything you consume is reinforcing an identity, either your old one or your desired one. You cannot say, "I'm leveling up," while spending hours scrolling low-vibe content or having draining conversations. It's spiritual warfare. You must become a guardian of your sensory gates. And this isn't about perfection. This is about alignment. Are your inputs matching your intention? Here's an action plan. Clean your space. Make it a temple. Set your phone wallpaper to a statement of power. Turn your playlist into a frequency tool. Binaural beats, sound bowls, or even songs that evoke your higher self. Write your new story and tape it on your mirror. These small rituals send signals to your subconscious that something is shifting. And once your mind believes the shift is real, reality starts bending. Now let's move into the most critical step of brainwashing yourself: embodiment. Because all the repetition, all the mindset tools, and all the intention in the world mean nothing if your actions don't match. When you take new action, even if it's small, you send a loud signal to the subconscious. I am different now. And guess what? Your mind listens. So here's a question. What is one behavior you can eliminate today that keeps dragging you back into the old loop? And what is one tiny act of alignment that your future self would make today? If they were already living your dream life, do it now. Don't wait. Because change doesn't start in the mind. It starts in the moment you break the pattern. Still with me? In part 3, we're going to uncover how to create a full mental operating system, a system of beliefs, commands, and energies that automate your transformation and keep you in that state long enough for reality to bend. This is where the science of neuroplasticity meets ancient inner alchemy. And this is where the shift becomes permanent. Today, we're going to reveal how to create a mental operating system so deeply wired that it becomes your new default reality. Without effort, without burnout, without constant chasing. First, let's understand something essential. Your brain isn't loyal to truth. It's loyal to repetition. This means the beliefs you currently hold, even the self-limiting ones, didn't come from truth. They came from repeated exposure, the voices you heard in childhood, the emotional loops you played in adolescence, the fears you internalized from society. They all created neural highways that now operate in the background. So to change your life, you don't need to force yourself to think positively. You need to rebuild the software. And it starts with installing new beliefs that serve you. But here's what no one tells you. Beliefs are not chosen once. They are chosen daily. You don't get to say, "I believe I'm worthy" once, and expect everything to change. You must train your nervous system to feel safe in the new identity until it becomes your baseline. Here's how to do it. Step 1. Identify the root program. Ask yourself, What would someone have to believe to keep repeating the life I'm living now? Is it, nothing ever works out for me? Is it, I'm not good enough? Is it, I'm always abandoned? Be radically honest. Find the sentence that's been quietly running your life. Step 2. Write the opposite, the higher truth. Turn, I'm always overlooked, into, I am seen, chosen, and honored in every room I walk into. Make it radical. Make it emotional. Step 3. Speak it into your cells. This isn't about repeating it 100 times like a robot. It's about saying it with your entire body. Look in the mirror. Lock eyes with your reflection. Say it like your life depends on it, because it does. Do this especially when you feel low, because that's when the old program is trying to boot up again. Replace it. Overwrite it. Choose the new code. But here's the secret that changes everything. You don't just say it, you act from it. So if your new belief is, I am deeply worthy of love and abundance, then you no longer chase people who ghost you. You no longer tolerate low standards. You no longer play small in rooms where your presence is divine. This is how belief becomes embodiment. And here's the brain science behind it. Every time you take action aligned with a new identity, your brain creates a new neural circuit. And when you repeat that action consistently, that circuit strengthens until it becomes your dominant pattern. This is neuroplasticity in motion, and it's the real way to brainwash yourself. Not through force, but through frequency. Now let's take this deeper. You must create a command center, a system of internal cues, anchors, and rituals that pull you back into alignment whenever life tries to pull you off track. Here's how. Choose 3 words that define your highest self. Maybe it's magnetic, sovereign, clear. Set phone alarms labeled with those words. Let them go off randomly throughout the day. When the alarm goes off, pause, breathe. Ask yourself, am I acting like someone who is magnetic, sovereign, and clear right now? If not, shift. This is how you program the subconscious through intentional interruption. Next, create an identity playlist. Yes, music. Because sound is the language of the subconscious. Pick tracks that make you feel unstoppable. Songs that activate the energy of your future self. Play them as a ritual. Before big moments, during your routines, or whenever the old pattern starts creeping in. And finally, speak command mantras aloud daily. Not affirmations. Commands. Like, I command clarity now. I summon my divine timeline. I no longer match energies that shrink me. Speak them with authority. This is how kings and queens rewire kingdoms. With the word, with the voice, with presence. In part 4, we're going to seal this process with the most overlooked step of all, receiving. Yes, actually letting the new timeline in, without self-sabotage, without guilt, without delay. Because brainwashing is only complete when you finally say, yes, I am ready now. Now that you've restructured the internal code and built a new mental OS, there's one last frontier, and it's the one most people never cross. Receiving. It sounds simple, but the truth is, receiving what you've been visualizing, scripting, praying for, that's the hardest part for most. Why? Because we've been unconsciously trained to block the very things we say we want. We deflect compliments. We downplay our success. We reject opportunities because we're not ready yet. We ghost abundance because deep down, the old program whispers, I don't deserve this. That's why we have to go deeper than affirmations. We must go into the energetic mechanics of worthiness. Here's the truth. Every timeline you're trying to manifest already exists. It's not somewhere in the distance. It's encoded in the quantum field. The version of you who is deeply loved, abundantly resourced, fully expressed, already is. Your job is not to become that version. Your job is to tune to that frequency and allow it in. This is where brainwashing becomes quantum alignment. Let's talk about receptivity rituals, energetic practices that shift you into a state where receiving is natural. Stillness. First, silence the noise. Turn off the scroll. Lay your hand on your heart and ask, what am I resisting that is already mine? Let the answer rise. Don't judge it. Just become aware. Create space to receive. If your schedule, mind, and emotions are full of clutter, the universe has nowhere to pour the new blessings. Clean out old commitments. Let go of expired identities. Say no without guilt. When you make space, the field rushes to fill it. Use the 3-second window. Whenever something good happens, a compliment, a money opportunity, an aligned connection, don't deflect it. In the first 3 seconds, breathe and say internally, I receive this fully. I allow this now. Train your body to stop shrinking. This rewires the nervous system to normalize goodness. Mirror integration. Before sleep, look in the mirror. Lock eyes. Say this, I am now the version of me who already has it. I don't chase, I attract, I don't force, I align, I don't wait, I embody. This moment tells the subconscious, this is who we are now. Do it for 21 days. Watch reality morph. But there's one more layer, the secret sauce no one talks about. Radical joy. Yes, joy. Not the performative kind, the grounded, defiant kind. When you let yourself feel good for no reason, you become magnetic to everything. Because joy is proof to the universe that you trust, that you already feel safe. And when you feel safe, you stop pushing and start receiving. This is the paradox. When you no longer need it, it comes faster. When you let go of the how, the doors appear. When you stop begging life to change, it bends for you. The final step in brainwashing your life into divine alignment is this: surrender control and strengthen faith. Make decisions like someone who already has what they want. Speak like it's already yours. Move like it's already real. Because energetically, it is. When you wire your mind for abundance, your body for self-worth, and your field for receiving, you become unstoppable. You become a living frequency that attracts miracles by default. So remember, you are not waiting on the universe. The universe is waiting on your yes. Let this be it. Let this be the moment you stop asking for permission and install the new reality like a command. Let this be the start of your brainwashed awakening, not to false beliefs, but to the truth that was buried underneath programming all along. You were never meant to struggle this hard. You were designed to receive with ease. And now, you've remembered how. Stay in this energy. Come back to this process. Teach it. Embody it. Because the new life you've been visualizing is not coming. It's already here.